What's up, everybody? Kimberly Olson here, coming in live to talk to you guys about #Momlife. We have episode 5 here, so thank you for those that have been religiously watching. I appreciate the support, and it's just fun to talk about things outside of the normal trainings that I like to do. I like to cover a broad range of things because that's what moms are. We wear different hats, do we not? I mean, I feel like I know how to do anything. So we are gonna talk about losing weight. So go ahead and everybody just tell me what you're all doing. Go ahead and put a 1 in the comments. I don't think I flipped my camera. You can't even see this. Do more of what makes you happy. That's what it says. I'm gonna talk about that in a second. You guys can't see it because I didn't flip it. Aren't these cute? I got these at Marshall's. Okay, put a 1 in the comments. I digress. 1 in the comments if you're watching this live. Put 2 if you're watching the replay. Put new if you are new to my videos. It makes me so happy when I go through the comments. And if you guys didn't know, I read every single comment. If you put new in the comments, put that in there just so I know who I can connect with. And if you share this video, you're on my special list. That's awesome when you share it, and I encourage you to tag your teams. This is a little bit different of a training, but if you know people who want to eat healthier or optimize their performance or just rock out their day and have so much energy and be crazy productive, then tag your teams because they're gonna wanna know about this. Hey Stacy, happy Monday to you too. Okay, so we are gonna get down and dirty. So go ahead and put a 3 in the comments. My hair is kind of driving me crazy. Put 3 in the comments if you have dieted before or been a slave to the scale. Let's see it. I want to see those 3s rolling in because I am going to tell you guys how I lost 40 pounds. So when I was 13 years old, I started dieting because I read 17 magazine and I did this little quiz and it said that I was going to be fat. And now this is in the, well, so 93. This was in 93. That's when it was the big fat-free everything craze. You guys remember that? Put a 4 in the comments if you remember the 100 calorie pack Oreo cookies. Let me see it, a 4. Who was in love with the Oreo pack cookies? I used to spend my babysitting money on it. You guys, I like this little stash in my closet. And I used to run track, I did sports, and I remember several of the girls had eating disorders. I didn't, but I was dieting severely, so I guess borderline. One girl had to be taken out of track because she was legit had an issue. That's how it just was then, and we have some of that now too. So dieting was always a part of my life, and it would go up and down, up and down. I would lose 5 pounds, gain 5 pounds. Well then, when I got to college, I wasn't playing sports anymore. And then there was this cafeteria with all this food. Can you guys relate? Yes, oh yes, it's huge, girlfriend. So if you're in the college dorm room, what do they have? Freaking cake, and they have freaking pasta. And I had Pop-Tarts in my dorm room. And this is what was crazy. I had missed pledging. I was in a sorority, but I missed pledging that first semester. So all my girlfriends were just pledging and rushing. And I was in my room alone studying and I would just eat. So I just kept buying bigger pants. I'm not even kidding. If you guys were on my Instagram today, go follow me on Instagram. It's at the Gold Digger Girl. Somebody, if you can throw that in the comments for me, go follow me over there and you guys can see my before and after. I think I put it in the comments today too. That's me. So by Christmas time, I gained 40 pounds and I just kept buying bigger jeans and nobody told me. I don't even know. And you should see these pajamas I'm wearing in this picture. Like, it's pretty bad. So I gained all this weight. I felt horrible. I felt disgusting. When summer came around, you guys, yeah, freshman 15, I was like freshman 40, freaking overachiever. Summertime came. And I'm so young, right? And I feel horrible. I'm totally embarrassed. I just have no self-esteem. My body image was horrendous, okay? So much so that by the time I finished college, I was on 5 medications. I had over 12 different health conditions. I was so stressed out. I was working full-time. I was finishing my degree offline that I actually developed severe illness. I had blood and all these things going on, and I actually had ulcers all inside my body, and it was stress related. And the doctor was like, I was 20. He's like, girl, you need to figure this out. So what I did is I just started researching and learning about nutrition, and I couldn't believe it, you guys. So this is back in 2001. This is when there was dial-up. So it took me 6 months to figure it out. It'd probably take you a weekend. But I just researched like a crazy fool every night. And that's where my love of learning really took off with nutrition. And I couldn't believe it because everything I know my whole life was wrong, like everything. So I became obsessed with teaching other people how to eat real food. And so what I did is I took my 3 meals a day. and I want you guys to, this is one of my tips for my people who have to keep their energy up all day. I broke my 3 meals a day into 5 or 6 smaller meals. So yeah, it's hard. I get it. So what I would do is just eat every 2 to 3 hours. So and if you guys didn't know, I have PhDs in natural health and holistic nutrition. I'm a certified nutritionist and personal trainer. So I do this and I practice this every day with my clients. So what's really interesting is that when you only eat every like 5 or 6 hour stretches, or some of you guys are skipping meals, what happens is your metabolism slows down to protect you. And then when you eat, it's like, oh, there must be a famine. I better hurry up and store the food. So that's why it's not good to eat not very often. I know people do intermittent fasting. Very rarely do I recommend it with a client. So if you're getting on the craze of intermittent fasting, you guys, if you have any issues with food or dieting or body image, or you think food is bad, I don't recommend it. So anyways, so I found myself, I would eat every few hours, and then I would eat smaller portions, and I would just eat whatever I wanted. So I would just listen to my body, and sometimes I wanted more than I did at other times, right? And so I just started eating like smoothies and oatmeals, and I learned how to cook. Like the big joke in my family was I couldn't boil water, because before this, everything I ate was in a box, a can, or a package. I loved Wendy's. I love to take the French fries and stick them in frosting. Put a 6 in the comments, because I need to know who's done that before. That was like my study food. I'm not even kidding. Crazy. So I lost all the weight. I didn't gain any of it back. I went through 2 pregnancies and went 42 weeks with Addison and 41 weeks with Elise. I was humongous, and I lost all my extra baby weight within a couple weeks. And I'm not saying to be like, oh, look at me. It was just because I was just eating the way that I did before and after, and I listened to my body. You need more when you're nursing, right? You need more when you're carrying a baby, that kind of thing. I don't recommend counting calories. There are times when you might need to, like say you are building for a fitness competition or you are training for a marathon, right? There's times for that, but overall, I still feel like counting your macros and micros and your calorie counting and stuff like that, I feel like it makes food good and bad. And just because of my history with food and eating and all the things I've seen, like I had a client just last year that had anorexia and bulimia, that I just think that there's too many things. Like butter's back now, right? You guys, I mean, seriously, eggs are back. The whole egg is back. So then people go, well, what's right? What's wrong? What about just eating real food? Can I get like some hearts? If you're just like, I just want to eat some freaking food, okay? If you just want to eat some food, make it your goal to eat as much real whole foods as possible. You've got your plate there. I want to see 80% real whole foods, okay? It's called the alkaline diet. So basically 80% of your plate, we want real whole foods. The rest of it, don't stress about it. It's not about this or that, or this, this portion of protein and things like that. When you get hung up on it, what happens when you fall off, right? You feel bad, you beat yourself up. Or people have cheat meals and things like that. It's crazy. I have a guy on keto right now, and he's like, look at my keto, look at my macros. And he goes to freaking Whataburger and does a bunless burger, several of them. I'm like, okay, no, that's not gonna work. Okay, so here we go. Here's my tips for foods for optimal performance. A lot of you guys are in running your own businesses. You know how important it is to have high energy, not to have that quick fix of crappy carbs where you spike up and then you drop down. Not good, okay? So here we go. Foods for optimal performance. The first one, I want to tell you what to avoid. Alcohol, I know, I'm sorry, but it does kill productivity. So if you're drinking at night, kills your productivity, okay? You guys could build a freaking empire if you just worked for an hour a night. I mean, seriously, you guys in a year from now could be like, wow, I'm almost making 6 figures. Sounds pretty good to me. Also, dairy and gluten are very inflammatory. So I'm not saying don't have those things, but I do recommend you avoid them or minimize them and just try it for a week or 2 and see how you feel. If your energy is amazing, then there you go. Other things to do are have a big breakfast. Have you guys ever heard eat breakfast like a queen, lunch like a princess, and dinner like a pauper? Something like that. I don't even know if that's like the real terms, but it's true. If you're skipping breakfast, you guys, you're screwing with your metabolism. I want people eating a big breakfast to give you tons of energy, then it gives you time to burn it off. It's amazing. It's called breakfast because you're breaking your fast, okay? So things like oatmeals, overnight oats, put a 7 in the comments if you've tried overnight oats. You guys, it's amazing. You just throw everything in a jar and mix it up, and you put it in the fridge and it's ready to go the next night, and you can do several at a time. A great tip. I like to saute eggs with veggies, or I'll make a baked egg casserole on Sundays and just eat that. I'll heat it up throughout the week. Also, foods for optimal performance are omega-3 fatty acids. I know you all have heard it before. Omega-3 fatty acids are going to it's going to nourish your brain. Our brain is mostly fat. Did you guys know that? So your brain is mostly fat. That's what it's made up of. And so we want to make sure we're putting good quality fats in our body. Sometimes when people think keto, they just think fats, right? Well, it's not just fats. They're all not the same. We want to be getting omega-3 fatty acids. So think of walnuts and avocados as hands down my favorite source of omega-3 and probably perfect food. Also, hemp seeds, chia seeds, flax seeds, those are all super high in omega. I think hemp seeds is the richest source from a vegan source of omega-3. Also, wild-caught Alaskan salmon is great because the oiliness of the fish is in the skin, and when you eat it, you get the benefits of the omega-3, where other fish, they carry their oils in the liver, so you're not going to get the benefits. So, and I do wild-caught, even if it's organic, in the farm-raised, whatever, you guys go Google it, go watch a video. You won't eat it ever again. Also, I want you guys drinking a gallon of water. I know, I just said it. So we're told eight glasses a day. If you wake up when you wake up in the morning, you are severely dehydrated, okay? So if you were performing in the Olympics, they would disqualify you. You're that dehydrated. You have got to drink so much water. Like, you guys, seriously, I'm talking like double of what you're drinking now. So I like to do a gallon. This is so great for keeping your whole body hydrated, helping with you to feel awake. If you have a crash in the afternoon, which I don't, I used to, if you have a crash in the afternoon, often people confuse hunger for hydration. So just drink up, get that big glass of water, start your day with a huge mason jar full of water. Also, gluten-free grains. So gluten-free grains are going to be a starchy carb. So we're talking potatoes, we're talking brown rice, or different rices except for white rices, quinoa, all of those kind of things are a gluten-free grain. Those complex carbs are really high in glucose, and your brain's preferred fuel source is glucose. So if you're restricting your carbs, so you are doing keto, and you feel kind of lightheaded, or paleo's pretty low too, I think, right, with carbs. I think it has a little bit more because you can have like all the vegetables and stuff. But if you ever feel kind of lightheaded, it could be you're not having enough carbs. Also, we talked about the 80-20 rule. I'm going to give you guys my take-home tip in a second. Black rice, Megan. Don't diet, think long-term. Unfortunately, I've been getting a lot of people that come in my office and they are saying, oh, you know, I fell off keto or I fell off whatever. And then they gain the weight back. It just breaks my heart. So what I want you guys to do is think, okay, if I make this change, can I keep it up long-term? So for me, I have dairy, one or two servings a week. I can keep that up for the rest of my life. I couldn't completely give up cheese because I'm human, right? Also, here's my take-home tip. We are supposed to have 5 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables per day. Any guesses how many the average person gets? Let me see the comments here. It's even less for kids. So for adults, it's 1 to 2 servings a day is what they're getting, and kids is only 1. Let me tell you a trick. So I have a recipe on my blog, my old blog that I used to do a lot with, called fitkim.com, like Getting Fit. It's called Fit Kim's Green Smoothie Remix. So if you like green smoothies, you can just use whatever. Fit Kim's Green Smoothie Remix, if someone could throw it in the comments if you can understand me. What I do is I do 2 of these a day, you guys, and I put a scoop of powdered greens in there like Amazing Grass, and the powdered greens are concentrated vegetables, and oh my word, if you do 2 of those a day, you get 16 to 20 servings of fruits and vegetables into your diet. You guys feel like, oh my gosh, she has so much energy all the time. I legit have this much energy all the time. I stay up till like 11, 12 o'clock at night, and I get up at 6. Like, it's crazy, and it's because of that. If I don't follow that routine, I can tell a difference right away, and I'm obsessed. So it's kind of like crack, but healthy. Oh, that's awesome. Great job on your weight loss. That's amazing. Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys about put groups in the comments if you're not in my group. I have a group called the Gold Diggers of Network Marketing. It's kind of like my insider group, stuff that I can't publicly put on Facebook, like tips and tricks. How do you do cool things with, you know, Facebook Live, your phone, recruiting, all kinds of stuff. So put group in the comments if you want me to add you. I might just give you the link. That might be easier. And yes, Celeste, awesome. And then my network marketing, the art of recruiting workshop is open. I'm actually almost full, so I didn't know you guys wanted it that bad, and that's great. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to teach you guys how to build your business well, it's just a workshop, but it's called The Art of Recruiting. So I'm going to show you how to prospect and turn your cold leads into warm prospects. So I'll give you scripts, all that kind of stuff. So it's called The Art of Recruiting. So if you want the link for the workshop, I'm taking 30. I think I'm at like 26. Art of Recruiting, just put recruiting workshop in the comments and I'll get you the link. It's April 25th, but it'll be recorded and you have access to the recording for life. I think you guys will really like it. And then my boot camp is going live where you guys can register on Thursday. So if you're already on my email list and you're getting my emails, then you're gonna get an email probably tomorrow or Wednesday, and you guys get first dibs. My current boot campers get the first chance to sign up, and then my email people get next, and then everybody else. So if you go to thegoaldiggergirl.com, and I think my logo's on here, isn't it, in the corner? If you go to thegoaldiggergirl.com, if you log in right there and you register, you'll be on my email list, and you'll get the email. So put boot camp in the comments if you want to get in the wait list for the boot camp. What it is, it's a 12-week program, and the first week we teach, the second week you implement. So I teach and then we do accountability, implement. Teach, implement. And it's literally step by step exactly what I did to build my business online, because when I first started there was so much information out there. I was so overwhelmed and it was so expensive, all the programs, the coaching, all that. So I just wanted to find a simple way, step by step, to say to people, this is what you do first, second, third, and so on. I see some of my boot campers on here, so just put a comment with what you think of the boot camp so far and how it's helping you out. It's going to start in May. It's 12 weeks, and I'm pretty pumped about it. So put boot camp in the comments if you want that. And then I just want to finish with do more of what makes you happy, even though it's backwards. Okay, guys. So this is a really cool thing I just learned. I was listening to this motivational video, and this is really important for you to hear. Whatever you're upset about right now, so whether it be like I'm potty training right now, so not fun. Your job, right? You want to quit your job because you want to work from home. There are so many people who would kill to be in your position, but also there's people who want that. You know, there's people who want kids. There's people who've maybe been trying to have kids, or they've lost a child. I've experienced that with close friends. There are times when, have you ever not had a job? I have, and it was horrible. So I would have killed to have the job that I have now. Okay, so this says do more of what makes you happy. So let's try to focus on the amazing blessings in our lives, because more of that will come to you. And if it's not serving you, let it go. Make a change and do more what makes you happy. So just a little tidbit there. I found that and I thought that was really fun. Tomorrow night, Tuesday, I'm doing a raffle. I'm doing a giveaway. The planners, I don't know if you guys have seen my planners, the Empowered Life planners. I am going to be raffling those off tomorrow night on my business page, the Goal Digger Girl, and we are going to talk about crafting your story. How do you find people's pain points? How do you connect with them emotionally? How do you get them to look at your business or opportunity in a way that is relatable, they can connect with you, and it's authentic and genuine, okay? No weird scripts like where you're a robot on social media, okay? So we're going to go over that tomorrow night, and I think it's at 8 p.m. So I'm going to do a giveaway, a little raffle there. That'll be fun. So I want to see you guys there tomorrow night. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.